Meow, 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 meow. Come on. Oh, you're a big tub of lard. Yes, you are. You're a big tub of lard. I'm giving nibbles down here. Hey, how we doing? Even nibbles down here for a change here. Meow. I'm both down here waiting for the kitty treats, right? Oops. Knock the kitty brush off the couch here. Nibble. Psych. Psych. I still got it. Yeah, Nibble got that one. Oh, there we go. Now we got some people in here. How we doing, everybody? Everyone having a good Sunday, whatever it is? Oh, thanks. I'm glad you like the collection. Yeah, I got to finish up hanging stuff today. The video that goes live tonight, I got a lot of the posters up, but I still had a lot to do. So, you know, we're gonna continue on with that today. Just doing the laundry. That's a good thing. Have the kitties adjusted to their new house? Yeah, they definitely feel at home here now. It's actually unusual they'd be out here this time of day, but they already know now that when I'm talking to my computer that means kitty treats. So they're generally out and about. And oh, there's Bite hanging out right there. I'm not sure where Nibble is at the second. She's probably over there behind me somewhere. But they kind of do their thing. Yeah, we have some GBV posters on the wall. You'll have to watch tonight's video to see that, but I got some more to do. You can still see there's like some down here on the ground there next to where Nibble is. Nibble. See if we can coax her into the shot here a little bit. Nibble. Come on, Nibble. There she is. There's one for the Nibble. There's another one for the Nibble. All she's got to do is dodge Bite's tail. Right, Bite? You whipping your sister in the face with your tail? Is that how it works? Come on, Nibble. Come on, it's not going to eat itself. All right, there's one for you too. Back to the Breck show here. Okay, what's going on here? Listening to an old live of Jordan and Amy, but you stopped it now. Okay. Or at least for now. That's cool. Yeah, I'm glad you caught me live too, Linda. That's great. Yeah, it's getting there. Got a long ways to go though. But just chipping away at a little bit at a time. What's GBV? GBV is one of my favorite bands in the world, and I have an absolutely massive collection of GBV memorabilia. It's Guided by Voices. They're an indie band out of Dayton, Ohio, and I've been kind of following them pretty hardcore for about 20 years now. Actually, that's how I met Jordan. We met Jordan at a Guided by Voices show. Cup of strawberry tea. That sounds pretty good. All I got is a cup of cold water. Did I get the kitchen window fixed? No, it's still not fixed. That's it right there. But I did get a call a couple of days ago from the window manufacturer. They have the window in now, so they're ready to install. Now they're closed on Sundays, and I couldn't get back to them last week, but I'll call them tomorrow, and hopefully we'll get it fixed in the next couple of days. That'd be great. I'm on my short weekend right now, so I'm only off through Tuesday. So this is my first of 3 days, and so hopefully I can get it fixed this week. But um, we'll play. Uh, we'll play it by ear. Are GBV still doing concerts? Well, they've kind of stopped right now because of all this coronavirus stuff. However, they did a streamed concert a couple weeks ago that was very, very popular. I didn't actually get to see that, but yeah, except for the virus nonsense, they are still touring. And last one I saw was, I don't know, probably about 2 years ago, and that was when I was still in California. Went and saw them at, where were they? They were, I think it was at the Roxy in Hollywood, I think is where they were. You're sick of the heat? I haven't really been dealing with the heat too much just because I've been inside a lot. That was one of the reasons I took the job I did. I wanted a job that was primarily going to be inside now. There's so many jobs around here in Texas I could have gotten that are outdoor jobs, but it's too hot in the summer and it's too cold in the winter. So I decided I wanted to have a job where I was indoors. And so that was one of the criteria I had. And honestly, I avoid now most of the heat because I'm at work during the day and I get out and it's actually cooling off a little bit in the evening. So you've actually heard of GBV? You have family in Ohio? Yeah, I guess if you're, especially in the Dayton area, yeah, you're gonna probably know of Guided by Voices. Fingers doing better, or thumbs doing good. It's still a little swollen, a little bit of red, but I think I'm going to keep it. It's movable. I can flex it. It's still a little stiff on the joint there, but it doesn't hurt anymore, and I'm not wearing band-aids anymore, so that's a good thing. It's on the way to healing, and I think I'm just going to kind of have a wicked scar there, and that's cool. I can live with that. Say hi to the kitties. Well, you can say hi to them. There's one of them right there, laying on the floor. They like the nice kind of cool floor. Although it's really nice and cool in here because I got the AC running. How about the paint situation in the guest bathroom? That is still ongoing. So if you still have suggestions, it's taken a little longer for me to get to it, primarily because I started with the hall and I decided to do that first. So there's still time. If you haven't sent in your paint chips yet, you can still continue to do that. Send them to escapingthemouse@gmail.com. One comment: if you send a photo of the paint chip, make sure that the photo is clear enough that I can see the numbers on it, because if I can't read the numbers, then I'm never going to be able to find that paint chip. So, and I've got a couple of them. I'm not sure I'm going to be able to find just because I can't read the numbers on the photograph. So it's really important I be able to do that. So yeah, you can still send them in. I've got maybe 8 or 10 suggestions right now, and I'm still trying to find paint chips for all of them. I went a week ago or so and tried to find them. Actually, I think it was probably 2 weeks ago now, and I couldn't find all of them. But sometimes they just certain paint chips aren't in stock at the moment. So I think after I'm done today, I'm going to go out and I'm going to try and find some more of the paint chips. I've already taken the ones I have and put them on the cell phone, so I can just kind of refer to them. It's like, okay, I'm looking for this one, looking for that one, go from there. But right now I got about 5 paint chips. It's the same ones I showed you last week if you watched last week's live stream. You're from Humble, Texas, and you love some bite and nibble. Well, I got a bite right now here for you. I'm not sure where Nibble is. I think she's like behind the computer here. At least that's where I thought I saw her a minute ago, or heard her. She makes a little commotion when she's back there. Happy Sunday back to you, Gloria. Yeah, glad you like the shirt. That's my KISS shirt. Did I paint the wall in the living room? No, actually, I did not. I don't know if I will, and if I do, I may actually end up painting it another color. Right now, it's still kind of the gray color. Maybe it doesn't show up too well in the photograph, or in the video, but it's that kind of gray color that's all over the place in here. And like I said, I don't know if I want to do it the same color as the hall, just because then I'm kind of committing myself to doing the whole living room here in that color. So this wall may end up being, may get painted at some point, and it'll be the same color in the whole living room, but that's going to be a big task to do that. So haven't done that yet. No, the floors are some sort of a laminate, but it's a really high quality laminate, very, very scratch resistant. And, I was able to move in and slide things across the floor, and there are no noticeable scratches. So just like a lot of stuff they've done in this house, they really spent the money to do it right. Hi, VNA, how are you? Hi, Angela. Morning, Karma, how are you? Yeah, I like those little frame things I put under the light too. It really solved that problem. I was really surprised how well that worked. I was hoping it would work. It seemed like it should have worked. And yeah, I was really surprised and really pleased with the results. How much natural light does that room? Which room are you talking about? Are you talking the room I'm in now? Because most of the windows are in the kitchen here because we got this door here. We got these windows here, which I broke one of them. And then there's like a big window on this wall over here. And so I think the most light is right there in that kitchen area. But I got 2 small windows in front of me here, nothing in the hall, one big window in the cat room, and then a couple of windows in the master bedroom and one window in the guest bedroom. So that's kind of the window situation. That's one of the few complaints I have about this place is there isn't really enough windows to get good natural light in here. I mean, it's kind of a double-edged sword with me because there are times where I like to have some privacy too, and not have to have the option for people to look in. But there are times also where it's nice to be able to open the window and let some light in. Decent sized earthquake in North Carolina, huh? Let me go look that up here. Let's see. Yeah. Oh yeah, I see it. 5.1. That's, yeah, that is a decent sized earthquake. That's usually the kind of thing that you get in California. When did that happen? That happened just this morning, a couple hours ago. Looks like about 4 hours ago. Wow, that was fun. That was one of the reasons I moved away from California and came here. There's no earthquakes here. They get some little earthquakes on the west side of the state due to the oil drilling, but none here. Yeah, you're right about choosing a paint color. So far the colors I've chosen have been ones I've worked with before. The one that was in the cat room is very close to what was in the cat room in California, so that was an easy choice. And I am really happy that I just decided to go with the white in the hall. It lights up the hall, and frankly, the stuff on the wall is going to be the big deal. Yeah, yeah, if you're talking about that bathroom, there's no natural light in there. There are no windows in the bathroom, so it's going to have to definitely be a very light color. Glad to see I'm enjoying the new home. Yeah, I am. I'm just kind of having fun doing all the projects and doing some work in here. It's nice to be able to actually spend some money on a place knowing it's actually my place. I was reluctant to spend money on the apartment because, I didn't want to pour a ton of cash into that place because it isn't my place. Do I like roller coasters? I love roller coasters. How's my mom? My mom is doing good. We're still working on this online memorial service thing that we're going to do for my dad, and that's my mom is really really excited about that because she didn't know what we were going to do. It was bugging her a lot that we couldn't have a memorial for him and get everyone together because of all this coronavirus stuff. And so when we came up with the idea of doing the online thing, she just really jumped on that and is very excited about that. And she's got a couple of people who have done videos already and submitted them to me. One is Best Father John, who did a video. He was very good friends with my dad, and my mom's brother, of course, has done a video. And then I'm going to do one also. And we're going to coordinate with the pastor of their church, and he's going to do the stuff in the sanctuary. So he'll do his little part, and I'm just going to kind of cut it all together into a YouTube video. And I think that's going to work really well. I actually like the idea because it's one of those things that'll last forever. Because when you do a regular memorial service, if you don't attend the service, then you miss it. This thing, if you don't attend it, you can go back and watch it, and it'll still be there in a year, 5 years, 10 years, 20 years, whatever. Yeah, 5.1 earthquake is a pretty decent one. I've been through a number of fives. And what they say is every time you go up one whole number on the Richter scale, it's a 10 times increase in the energy being released. So it's a logarithmic scale. So a 4 is 3 times what a 3 is, or is 10 times what a 3 is. A 5 is 10 times what a 4 is. So it builds up really fast. So I plan on improving the lighting in the living room area. Beyond this light right here, which, like I said, I just didn't like that light in there. I'm actually pretty happy with the light. I may actually replace some of the lamps that I have in here. But we got the ceiling fan over my head, and that has some decent lights on it when I have it on. It isn't on right now, but yeah, we'll work it. We'll work it out. Yeah, I still haven't met any more neighbors than I have in the last couple of weeks. It's the people on both sides of me that I've met, and I've kind of said hi to people when I'm out walking. one of the things I've started doing a lot since I'm here in Texas is getting out and walking at night. I love to do that. And it's kind of just fun, 10, 11, 12 o'clock at night, go out and just walk around a little bit. I love walking around the neighborhood and, looking at the houses, it's just kind of a nice area. Yes, you made it, Jay Wild. Glad you did. Do I have a lot of vinyl? No, because I don't have a turntable. The only real vinyl I have is my Guided by Voices collection, and that's more for looking at and admiring than actually playing. So my thumb got fixed before the window. Ain't that the truth? But one of the things, and I think I've said this before, one of the things that really blew me away and really impressed me about this window right here is how hard it was to break in. Because if I could have just bumped it, the first time and gone through it, we wouldn't have been through this. But the fact is, I had to, the first couple of times I threw the brick at the window, the brick just bounced off the window. It blew me away how hard the glass is. So, that's just another place where they really spent the money to make this place, work, as nice as they could. They took some crazy shortcuts, but on a lot of the things that really matter, they did it really well. Do I enjoy having a pool in Texas? Oh man, you have no idea. Like I said, the pool wasn't even on my list. I guess I'd kind of thought about it, and I would have taken a pool if it came with it, but it wasn't one of those things that I said, yeah, this is something that I got to have. But now that I have it, it's great. And I actually love the above ground pool, I think, better than an in ground pool, just because, I'm not really one for swimming. I just kind of like getting into it and soaking in it and cooling off. And so the above ground Doughboy pool is it's just the way to go. The lamp stayed in together after I fixed it. I assume you mean the lamp that looks like this one right here. It's actually, I have two of these. There's this one and there's the one that I fixed. And the one that I fixed is the only one that works. This one right now doesn't work. And the problem is I think it's electrical. So I'm going to have to go in and take that apart and see if I can fix that. And if not, I may have to trash that one. I don't know. I love those lights, but they don't make them anymore because they're halogen bulbs and they burn a lot of energy. Hello, Florida. How you doing, Paul? What's next for the budget rebuilds at the homestead? Well, I want to finish up the hall. You'll see in the video that I post tonight that I got a lot of posters up, but I kind of ran out of time on Wednesday evening, so I stopped, and I still have more posters to put up. Fortunately, I think I've got more room for posters than I thought I was. I had originally picked out the posters that I wanted to put up, and that were my favorites, knowing that I wasn't going to probably be able to put them all up. And I'm going to be able to pick some more and put those up because I still have, half of this wall here trying to figure out how to point. I'll never be a weather forecaster because I can't deal with the blue screen, green screen stuff. But this wall here doesn't have anything on it yet. So I got a lot more room for posters, and we're going to continue that today. That's probably going to be what the rest of the video is going to, or what the video is going to be for today. And then we'll see what comes next. I'm not sure what's next. How's my thumb? My thumb is doing better. It's still a little puffy and swollen and all that, but I can flex it. It doesn't really hurt. It's still a little stiff. There's still a little pressure when I pull on it, but what's the status on Flash? Flash is still in California with Beth. I still haven't figured out how to get her here because it's an issue. Beth is kind of still dealing with her dog who is sick. Moxie isn't doing very well, and I don't know. I don't know. I don't know if she's getting better or what the deal is, but Beth doesn't want to leave Moxie alone, and Beth also doesn't want to bring Moxie on a trip. So uh, it's not going to be a good option right now to, get her here. And I can't go there because, then if I go to California, then I get quarantined by work, and I don't want to do that again. So, we're just kind of on hold about that. But probably the best time to move Flash anyway is going to be in the winter when she's hibernating. I think that'll probably be a better way for her to go because I think it'll be a less stressful trip because I don't know about flying her. I'm not sure how that'll work, and I don't want to deal with the possibility that someone who doesn't know what they're talking about at the airport says, "Oh, that's an endangered species." No, it's a gopher tortoise. It's not a California desert tortoise, which are endangered, and you can't do anything with it. It's a gopher tortoise. It's pretty common. And I don't want someone that doesn't know what they're talking about saying, "Oh, you can't move that," or they try and confiscate her because they think she is. So it's going to probably have to be, she's going to have to be driven out here, I think. And so that's a big thing. And I can't go to California right now because of work. And, Beth just can't because of Moxie. So we'll, we'll, we'll figure that out at some point. Have I ever visited Galveston Island? No, I don't even know where that is. Yeah, that is a lot of GBV. I have a absolutely massive collection. I suspect I probably have the largest collection in the world. If I don't, I haven't found anybody that has a bigger one. Getting some rain in Minnesota, that's always nice. Yeah, we're in the upper 90s and low hundreds these days, but I was noticing in the weather they're saying maybe early next week, which is like a week away from us, we might have some storms coming in the early part of the week, and that would be nice. I like it when it rains on my days off. Yeah, yeah, you'll see posters, the posters that are on the wall as of right now when you watch tonight's video. That was shot on Wednesday. I haven't actually edited that one yet, so I got to edit that pretty quick. Um, probably do that after the live stream here, just to get that posted because I didn't get enough chance to get it edited and posted on last week. So, but then I got to shoot another video too. So I got a little bit of work ahead of me today. Jordan planning to come and visit and see my new home? Not so far. I'm sure he'll come out some point. Yeah, I guess I was aware that there's a soft drink called Moxie, and the SPCA help transporting Flash. I don't know. I haven't really thought about that. I kind of want to have it be someone that I know and I trust, and I know Beth will take care of it. We'll take care of her. You like the way I got the wall with posters? Oh yeah, you'll have to definitely see the video tonight because I talk I hung a bunch of the posters for that and showed you some of them and told you some kind of fun stories about them and all that. So I ever listened to Matt Monroe. He sounds just like Frank Sinatra. No, never even heard of him. Galveston is south of Houston. Well, Galveston, Texas is so is Galveston Island on in Galveston, Texas? I guess that would make sense, right? Yeah, I don't know if Jordan would drive here or fly here. That would be the big issue. I think it's always humid in Florida, though, isn't it? Put Flash in a pod. Yeah, there's two reasons we're not going to do that. The only problem I think there would be with Jordan coming, Jordan and Amy coming out and bringing Flash with them is what would they do with Flash when they're vlogging something? Because you can't leave her in a car. She's a cold-blooded creature, and so she needs to kind of she needs to be able to go someplace where it's cool. And if they locked her like in the car while they went and vlogged something, that could kill her. So I don't know if that would be an option there. Could Flash fly there? Would she survive? She probably could. Like I said before, I'd be concerned about uh, you know somebody at the airport, who doesn't know anything, trying to determine, oh, she's an endangered species and you can't move her. She isn't. A lot of people think that she's, look at her and say, oh, California desert tortoise. It's like, no, she's not. She's a gopher tortoise. That's an entirely different thing. They're way more common. So, did I first meet Jordan at a Kiss concert? No, I first met Jordan at a Guided by Voices concert. Thanks for stopping in, Linda. Yeah, we'll be going for a while. We're just starting, so if you get a chance, come back in. Yeah, definitely in the winter it'll be cooler. I think it'll be less stressful for her because if we can get her to hibernate through the whole trip, that would be the way to go. It'd be less stressful on her because what you do is you just put her in a box or something, and then she just sleep the whole time. Hey, you. How you doing, buddy? Huh? Wow. It's going well, Kevin. How are you doing? Cats, Loki and Wrath just got into a fight, huh? That's awesome. We hope I'll get some time to soon to do a cooking vlog. Yeah, I don't know, maybe. What was that? Did something go creak? Huh? Yeah, Epic Paul's in the house. So Loki beat up Wrath, and Loki is seven, and Wrath is two, huh? Interesting. We like your deep stares, buddy. What do you think? Ah, is it belly rub time? Is that what it is, huh? Belly rub time. Okay, belly rub time is over. Biting nipples. I love it. Biting nipples, getting a mouse. Actually is a pretty good t-shirt idea. I have pecans. I don't have any pecan trees in my yard, I don't think. I got a whole bunch of big old trees in my yard, but I'm not sure what kind they are. So I think some point I'm going to have to get somebody out here that knows what they're talking about and find out what exactly I have. It would be nice if I had a pecan tree, though. Are taxes high in Texas? I don't know. I really haven't run into it. Sales tax is comparable to what it was in California, um, but and I'm told property taxes are high because there's no state income tax. So that that's definitely an advantage. And even if the property tax is twice what it was in California, if it's 1% in California and 2% here, 1% of my house in California versus 2% of my house here, this house is still less. So where's Nibbles still in her house? I'm not sure where she is. I looked this morning, she was up on the shelf. They kind of, both of them kind of move around during the day, kind of pick different places. When I got up this morning, Bite was in his window seat staring out the window. So do I ever hear Bite and Nibble playing at night? Yeah, yeah, sometimes. That's kind of when they're most active. They have, I don't lock them in their room. They have the run of the house at night. So, I lock myself in my room. And so they get the whole rest of the place. I like the shirt. Thank you. Yeah, saw Kiss a couple years ago with Jordan, and that was where I got that. Oh, Jordan actually bought me a ticket for that, so that was really, really nice of him. Jordan is a very generous person with stuff like that. How's my mom doing? My mom is doing good. She's still stir crazy in her apartment. She's still planning on moving to Folsom to be closer to my sister. So, she was so excited about moving into that apartment, but then she kind of became, under house arrest there, and it just wore off. She's been basically locked in that place since my father's funeral, and she's over the place now. She's been under house arrest for 4 or 5 months. Do I have any favorite vlogs of Jordan's? Fortunately for me, I've gotten the opportunity to go with him on a bunch of vlogs, and he knows the ones I like. And so, he tended to let me go along with him on some of my favorite subjects, and I even got to pick a few subjects out. So I would guess I would have to say some of those are my favorite ones. I enjoyed going to the watchtowers with him. That was really interesting. I've been over to Robolights in Palm Springs with him. That was really kind of cool. Um, I was like the Wayne's World movie or on in the Wayne's World movie, and so we visited a couple of Wayne's World locations, which was kind of fun. Yeah, I bet you Flash would love the strawberries, but unfortunately, they wouldn't last very long. She'd just plow through them all. But yeah, she'd love them. Poor Mickey wouldn't stand a chance with Bite and Nibble. I don't know. I don't know how that would work. Bite and Nibble have never had to fend for themselves, so if they actually saw a real mouse, I'm not sure what they would, if they know what to do with it. I think they'd probably play with it. Because I mean, you look at those two; that it's clear they haven't missed any meals. And so, a mouse, a real mouse, would just be a toy. No, you're right. She just has not been able to enjoy it being locked in, and it's especially hard for my mom because my mom is such a social person. You know, and it's not enough to talk on the phone. We're talking a lot more, but you know, and I'm sure she's talking to her friends that on the phone more, but she's a very social person, and so this is really difficult for her. What drew me to Texas as opposed to other states? I wanted something different from California. I basically ruled out the top half of the country because I don't want a place that freezes solid for 6 months out of the year. Um, I wanted a place with a little bit of rain, and some weather coming in. That was something that kind of attracted me. The lack of a state income tax attracted me. The low cost of living attracted me, and yeah, that was how I picked Texas. Oh yeah, yeah, I remember when we went to the old Woolworth store. Yeah, that was a good one. I saw all sorts of cool things in there. That was that place that it was the old Woolworth store on the outside, but they turned it like into an antique store on the inside, right? Cat instinct would kick in. I don't know. I don't know. It might if they were hungry, but like I said, they aren't hungry. They always have food. They always have more food they know what to do with. No, it's pretty certain that my mom is going to move closer to my sister. I don't think that's going to solve the problem of her being locked into an apartment because if she's locked into her apartment here, Folsom is in the same state that Huntington Beach is, so she's gonna be locked into her apartment there probably too. But at least the kids and grandkids and my sister and my brother-in-law will be able to come go visit her and pick up things. That's one of the things that my mom feels really guilty about. Uh, she's been counting on like Beth and Beth's father John to pick up a lot of stuff that she needs because she can't get out, and there isn't really a way for the apartment staff to go out and do stuff, go pick up stuff for her. So if she's going to have anything for the refrigerator, somebody else has to do that. And she's been kind of depending on Beth and John a lot. She feels guilty about doing that. I guess she'll feel better about taking advantage of my sister. Got to get me a horse or a horse and a cow, huh? I don't know. I don't know if that would work well in my backyard. I'm not sure what the zoning is back there for that kind of stuff. Yeah, I know. The month has gone fast so far, isn't it? 9 days in, you're right. Do I have any desire to visit some bigger Texas cities? Not specifically. I lived in kind of a big city area all my life, so that doesn't quite have the appeal to me that maybe it might to somebody who's lived in this area. That's also one of the reasons I chose Waco. Is it's kind of got a small town feel, but it's got all the stuff that you need to get what you need to live. Got grocery stores, you got restaurants, you got things that you can go out and do. There's all sorts of great hiking trails and stuff like that. I do want to visit Austin because at some point because there's a movie filming location that I want to do there. Yeah, I'm going to steal something from Jordan. But I talked to him about that, and he says that's cool. Yeah, I wouldn't have done that one anyway. So yeah, yeah, I'm the same way. I love it when it's thundering and lightning and all that stuff. I'm with you, Paul. Well, I mean, there's nothing that says that if my mom left her apartment that she would get arrested or anything like that. She could leave and move out of the place if she chose to. But that's what they're doing right now because it's a senior assisted living apartment, so there's a lot of seniors in it, and seniors are the ones that are the ones that are most affected by this virus. They're the ones that are hit the hardest. Any idea on the mystery squash? No. Oh yeah, yeah. I have Jeff Kidd's videos running in the background here. Yeah, I've been doing that the last couple of weeks. Is just find somebody's channel and just turn it on and run. So yeah, that's Jeff Kidd running in the background there. Cooking with the Kid. Yeah, if you're not already subscribing to his channel, go do it. I'm going to definitely have to study that, and learning how to use my smoker. Yeah, NASA in Houston would be a fun place to go. Hi, Nancy. Am I going to cook the mystery squash? No, the mystery squash rotted in the field. I left it there too long. I haven't looked at the temperature. Somebody said a couple minutes ago that it was 91, but it felt like it was 98. It's supposed to get into the upper 90s. These next few days are supposed to be really upper 90s, low hundreds the whole week. So Salt Lick Barbecue in Austin, one of the best, huh? Okay, well, when I go, do my vlog in Austin, maybe I'll have to check that out. Do I know Adam the Woo? I wouldn't say I know him. I met him once. Uh, Jordan and I were hanging out one day, and later in the evening, we went down and walked down Hollywood Boulevard a little bit and met with him and Carpetbagger and ate off a taco truck. We hung out for I don't know 30 or 45 minutes. Like I said, I wouldn't say I know him, but I met him. Yeah, that would be fun to watch the Bat Cave. I did that when I was a kid. I think I mentioned that when I was driving here to Texas with Jordan a year ago. That when we went through Carlsbad, that when my sister and I were kids, we went to Carlsbad, New Mexico, and visited the Carlsbad Caverns, and it's this big long cave system. And at night, we went in there during the day and got to explore the cave. And then at night, you come there in the early evening, right before the sun goes down. And at one point, all the bats just come out of the cave, and that was interesting. Yeah, yeah, it's really cold here right now, Angela. Ooh, freezing. Yeah, I wish it was raining here. It's hot and sunny here. Raining in Mexico City. Is that a remnant of that hurricane, or is that over? That must be over because that was like 2 weeks ago. Hey, Chuck. Yeah, I saw you. Talked to you on Jordan's Facebook page this morning. Glad you made it. You were talking about the Joster. Yeah, Adam sure does a lot of amusement park videos. You get tired of Disneyland after a while? Yeah, try working there. Under the Congress Avenue Bridge, that must be where the bats are. Apparently, he just gets scads and scads of views, though. There are a lot of people out there that are just totally obsessed with with uh, with Disney, and Adam is definitely one of those. Hey, Jeff Kidd's here. I don't know if you noticed, Jeff, but I got your video running in the background here. Oh, I'm not sure what that is. I'm looking at. Oh, okay. Yeah, that's Jeff Kidd on the video back there. I've been doing that for the last couple of weeks. Just having some YouTube videos running in the background. You had mice running around your apartment. The pest guy couldn't figure out how the mice are capable of squeezing through the tiniest little holes. So yeah, it's possible. It might have come under the door. Who knows? Yeah, well, I think what I'm thinking about for the Austin vlog that I would like to do, it would be, it'd probably be two videos there, just because there's so much that I want to do that it'd probably end up being 2 days worth. So we go beyond that. If there were other things, if there's a barbecue place to eat, and if there's a place where I can go watch the bats fly, those would all be fun. Any plans to do an international vlog on a vacation someplace? Um, no, not really. I haven't really thought about that. If I do travel vlogs, it'll probably be different from Jordan's. I would probably just stay around in the United States. I love national parks, and so I would love to go visit, and vlog some of the national parks. We did that a lot when I was a kid. My parents, when we went to we when we did summer vacations and stuff like that, that was where we'd go. We'd go to national parks. So I've been to a lot of the national parks, and I'd love to go to like Yosemite and uh, what Yellowstone and all Grand Canyon, Grand Tetons, Crater Lake, all sorts of fun stuff. Got to get back to eating. It's loud there, huh? All right. Well, we'll at least get you some views on your videos, because I just went on the channel, said play all, so it's just running them back to back right now. Thanks, Chuck. Yeah, it's getting there. We got a ways to go. You'll see more of that when you watch tonight's vlog, and I still got more posters to put up. You can't really see it behind the chair there, but this whole wall here on the ground is lined with posters, and then I also have posters lining this wall here. So got a lot of room to put posters up, and yeah, we're getting there. Angela's stuck at 208 subscribers. Yeah, I know what that's like. Yeah, the thing I had going for me is I had Jordan kind of promoting my channel, so that's how I kind of got where I was. Unfortunately, I don't quite have the pull that Jordan has, so I not much I can do that I haven't already done. But those of you out there, go check out Angela's channel, the Ange Endeavor. She's on here right now, and let's get her get her uh, unstuck from 208. Any Willie Nelson history in Austin? Jordan and I went to Austin when he was here at the start of the year, and he was really into doing the Willie Nelson stuff, because we went to all sorts of Willie Nelson related places when we were here. And when we were in Austin, I don't remember him doing anything Willie Nelson. Mike's waiting for his treats. Yeah, I'm sure he is. Let's see if we can get him to stick his head in the jar again. I'm sure he will. Yeah, he's staring at it right now. Oh yeah, we went to Glacier National Park too. That was cool. Eating zucchini and egg and cheese burritos. That sounds actually pretty decent. Now there he goes. There he goes. He's going for it. Yep, there he is. You get your head stuck in the jar. Yeah, that's funny. Pest control guy checked everywhere. Couldn't find where they're getting in though, huh? Huh. That's interesting. Yeah, definitely go check out Angela's channel. She lives in kind of the Seattle area, and so she does a lot of stuff kind of wandering around there. My walls are starting to look like David Omen's house. Yeah, yeah, they're going to be. This place is going to look like like one of the like a restaurant or something like that with every inch of wall space covered. Because I got so many posters and photos and stuff like that. I mean, it's all going to basically look like this at some point. I mean, you can see I've even got like Guided by Voices posters here on the ground, and some of those aren't even going to be able to be hung up. Yeah, Bite took off. I think he got a little spooked when he couldn't get his head out of the jar. Yeah, the thing is almost empty. I got to get some more. That's enough for today, but we'll get some more. Yeah, I suppose that makes sense that that's how they could get in is to the under the kitchen sink. That doesn't surprise me. Wow, wow. Yeah, no Ouija boards here. Behind the dishwasher is where you get them in Florida, huh? Where they get where the had them get in. Yeah, that doesn't surprise me because a lot of times, areas where you have like drains going in, for like the sink or something like that. Sometimes they don't. The drywall doesn't necessarily go all the way to the pipe. So yeah, that doesn't surprise me. I had one mouse once in the house in California. Got her with a mouse trap. All right, we got Angela up to 210. Let's get her to 215, everyone. If you aren't subscribed to Angela, go out check out her channel. Yeah, see, there's Mary Jane just said she did. I don't know if she was the one that brought it to 210 or if you're 211 now. But yeah, go check her out. She's got some entertaining videos. I've watched them from time to time. It's good stuff. You know, I'll send them your way, Angela, but you got to keep them. Oh, Bill's got to go out and do some work for a few hours. Yeah, I pulled out the lawnmower this morning to try and get it going for the first time in a year. It's always been kind of a tough start, and I don't know. I can't seem to get it going right now. What I used to do in California is I found that when it stayed in the garage for a while and came out and cold and it was cold, it didn't start up very well. So I've just kind of been leaving it out in the sun right now just so it heats up. So I don't know. I got to get to the point now where I mow the backyard because the backyard is getting pretty getting the grass is getting pretty thick back there. So I got to do something with that. And I might end up just having to go buy a lawnmower. If I do, I'm going to get like a riding one though. Yeah, yeah, I can imagine, Angela, that it's difficult doing Seattle videos with everything closed down. I got the advantage right now is because, I can do the videos in the house and none of this is closed down and there's just tons and tons of content right now. Oh, you got salmon runs doing that would be good. That would be a good video. Yeah, you're right. The lawnmower just may need a tune up. Like I said, it's been sitting in a storage locker for a year, probably more than that because it was more than a year I moved and actually probably the lawnmower was one of the last things to come out, to get moved out. So that probably went into the third pod. But like I said, it was a year ago I was moving stuff from the pods into the storage locker, and it's been in the storage locker ever since. So, like I said, maybe we'll get it going when it heats up a little bit. But have I broken in the smoker yet? No, I have not. I've been using the other side, just the regular grill, a lot. Basically every night, I cook something on that. So, and that was how it was in with the barbecue I had in California too. I cooked outside more than I cooked inside. Almost every dinner I would cook something on the barbecue. That's just I don't know, just something I enjoy doing. Yeah, there wasn't any gas in them though, so and I put new gas in it this morning. So I don't know. Like I said, it was always a little bit hard starting. So that might just be part of it. And who knows? Maybe the people said the car was maybe gummed up or something like that. So who knows? Maybe a tune up is all that's going to be necessary. No, no news yet on getting Flash here. I still want to get her here, but I think the best thing is going to be to have somebody drive her here, which means either I need to go to California or someone needs, like Beth needs to come here. And right now, Beth is having to focus on her dog who is sick, has been sick for a while. So I don't know what's going on there. Maybe a while. I think it would be a less stressful move for Flash if she came in the winter anyway when she's hibernating. I do have a weed whacker, but I don't want to do my whole lawn with a weed whacker. You can't remember how you found Jordan's channel? Yeah, probably like most people, you just I don't know if you watched Adam the Woo, you might have seen him through there, or it might have just been something that showed up on your list one day. That's how it is a lot of times. The more subscribers you get, the more videos you get, the more your videos start popping up on people's timelines, or people's suggested video lists. That's sort of what's happening with me right now. Because I mean, I haven't really had any major Jordan promotions in a while now. I'm kind of doing this on my own, and it is great kind of seeing my subscribers creep up really nice and slowly, and we'll keep going here for a while. Yeah, you're right. Probably, working on the carburetor would be a good thing. I don't really know that much about motors, so I'd have to have somebody do that. Can I borrow my neighbor's mowers? It seems to me most of my neighbors have someone come in and do it. You may recall a couple of weeks ago, I actually went and when they were mowing the neighbor's yard, I kind of went in and asked, "Hey, will you come and hit mine too?" You remember Jordan's channel being recommended to you, and you subscribed for 3 years now. That's cool. Yeah, because I don't think Jordan's been vlogging for much longer than 3 years. So that's, you know, you're probably one of the first ones, one of the first subscribers. Yeah, Jordan has a really kind of eclectic taste in movies, and so lots of and he loves going and seeing movie locations. So it doesn't surprise me that you'd find somebody that he'd be somebody to go and do a video on an obscure movie like that. So hot in London, 90, huh? Yeah, that's I think we got you beat here. I think we're higher than that here right now. You started vlogging this time last year. All right. So it's been almost a year. So you've been doing it almost as long as I have. Because in reality, I only really started vlogging on a daily basis a year ago, May. You found Jordan through Adam. Woo, you like Jordan over Adam, huh? You know that Jordan's a really great guy. So Adam is too. But one of the things I think I like Jordan's videos over Adam's videos is I actually learned something from Jordan's videos. That's what I like about his videos is, even if I'm not really interested in the subject, I'll watch it because I'll learn something about it. You know, Adam's videos, no offense to Adam, but Adam's videos are the appetizer and Jordan's are the meal. There's it's kind of fluff with Adam. You don't really get in, and it's not. I'm not putting him down. He has a very interesting and entertaining channel. It's just that you don't really learn anything from him. His videos are more, hey, look at this. That's kind of cool. Hey, look at that. Let me tell a funny joke about that, and that's what he is. Whereas Jordan actually does his research and he learns about the subject he's going to cover, and you learn something about it. Because I mean, yeah, like I said, I've been with Jordan on a lot of his videos, and when we're driving someplace, that's what he's doing. He's not messing around. He's on his cell phone, reading and looking at videos and stuff like that, just trying to figure out what he needs to know, and figuring out what he wants to say. And it's funny, he'll be staring at his phone and kind of bouncing around, and all of a sudden you'll start laughing. Say, "Yep, that's in." You went over to Epic Paul's vlog. That's cool. Yeah, I mean, he's got an interesting vlog too. It's kind of it's kind of about his life too. That's and on that level, that's kind of what my life is. That what my vlog is about. It's what's going on in my life right now. Yeah, yeah, definitely. Yeah, I know that I wouldn't be doing any of this if it wasn't for Jordan, because no, none of you would know of me. I think probably the only person that I know here that discovered me for me was Epic Paul. And he discovered me because he's here in Waco, and he discovered there was another vlogger in Waco, and he's been following me ever since. But most of you came to me through Jordan. Although that's starting to change now. I think I'm starting to get some of my own subscribers. And I'm kind of getting to the point where my channel's big enough now where YouTube promotes me a little bit. Oh yeah, I'm absolutely not ragging on Adam. Adam does really great videos, but it's comparing him to Jordan, it's apples and oranges. It's two different things. Apples and oranges isn't even right. It's apples and Volkswagens. Yeah, yeah, it still stays hot here. I was out walking last night, and it was about 11 o'clock, and it was probably mid 80s. That's the perfect time to do go out and walk because yeah, it's not terribly hot. It's warm. It's quiet. It's nice and dark out. But you work up a little bit of a sweat, and then it feels good to get into the pool. And so yeah, last night I was in the pool about midnight. Thank you, VNA. I'm glad you like my vlogs too. I'm definitely getting more comfortable with them. You go back and watch my first few vlogs. I was really uncomfortable with the camera. Yeah, yeah, I had the Christmas lights up when I was in the apartment. Now I'm using this little laser thing. It's actually this thing right here. Let's point it to the camera. Here. Make everyone blind. Yeah, now you're blind, people. But it makes an interesting backdrop, so whatever. I don't know, some people said they don't like it, but whatever. Yeah, you're right. Jordan and Adam could cover the same subject, and you'll want to watch both the videos because they have completely different takes on whatever it is that's happening. And I think it's also great they play off each other really well. Jordan, with his acting experience, is really great. I don't know what it is. My mom always seems to call during a live stream. She's really good at doing that. I'll call her back afterwards. Let's see what's going on here. Let the power go off. I had that happen like the first week I was here. The power went off twice in the middle of the night, and it was a work day too. So it was lucky that I happened to roll over and try and look at the time and saw that the clock had stopped. Otherwise, I missed work that day. Yeah, I'm using that pool almost every day. Actually, well, not every day because on work days I don't use it, but because I come home, I'll relax in front of the TV for an hour or two, and then I have to go to bed. But all of my days off, I was in the pool last night. I'll definitely go in the pool today and tonight and stuff like that. Well, Jordan's still collecting subscribers too. I just noticed today he's over 150,000 subscribers, which is really cool. All right, my mom left a voicemail, so we'll get back to her when the live stream's over. Probably just wants to talk about the memorial that we're doing for my dad. Yeah, Jordan has an incredible camera presence. That's what made him a really good actor. I remember when he did that Christmas movie. I remember him saying, and then I guess he interviewed the director later on for his vlog, and that guy repeated it again that when they were editing and they were unsure what they wanted to be on the screen, they say, "Well, go look at what Jordan's doing," because Jordan had always had the great faces and the expressions and stuff like that. You found me through a promotion of the Dallas videos. That's cool. Yeah, those are still some of my most popular videos. So yeah, we'll probably have my mom on a live stream again. I don't want to spring it on her today though, because I like to prepare her ahead of time, tell her what the ground rules are, because she'll start talking and all of a sudden she'll share something that probably she shouldn't share. You know, yeah, well, she really enjoyed doing that live stream that we did a few months ago, and she said she'd do it again. So we'll probably go. We'll probably have her come and visit again. Angela's at 213. All right, we boosted her five. So you're no longer stuck at 208. Now you're going to be stuck at 213, huh? Yeah, I don't know. I don't know if the interest in the pool will continue. It may just be a phase because I don't have one, and like to go in it every night now. But um, hopefully I won't get bored with it. Yeah, somebody was mentioning the earthquake in North Carolina, 5.1. That's a decent sized earthquake for the East Coast. Yeah, Amy is a pretty girl. Absolutely. She's just a really nice girl too. It's good that Jordan finds girls like that because he deserves somebody who's nice. Yeah, that was Jordan's suggestion that I go do the JFK videos, and those are my number one and number two most video viewed videos. I think probably the number three probably also. You wish you had the heat in the middle of winter. Yeah, well, that's the problem. You can't. If we could average out the heat in the summer and the cold in the winter, it'd be nice all the time. But yeah, I don't really have an opinion on what the cause of the earthquake is. 5.1 though, that's a pretty big earthquake for something that's caused by something that the man is doing. So I don't know. Hi, Black Dot. How are you? Yeah, I remember Northridge too. Northridge was no fun. I was a long ways away from the Northridge quake, and it still scared me. That was another one of the reasons why I wanted to leave California. We had a tornado here last week. That's not a whole lot of fun. A pool vlog. Yeah, that's the last thing you want to see is me in a pool without a shirt. Not even I want to see that. Yeah. Yeah, Jordan and Amy are great together on the live streams. You're right. Thanks, CMV Young. Appreciate that. Yeah, I like I said, I got my favorites out, but I'm going to be able to pull some of the maybe the second string candidates here too, because I got more wall space than I thought I was going to have. That was another reason I chose Texas is I don't want a whole lot of snow, but it does snow here occasionally. We had a little snow last winter. It snowed for I don't know, probably an hour one evening, but it was there was still kind of a little dusting of snow the next morning. I think I think I vlogged a little bit about that, but it isn't too much. That's we're never going to get 6 feet of snow here. Yeah, I'm with you, Paul. That was I lived through a number of big earthquakes because I remember Silmar in the '70s. I remember Whittier Narrows. I remember Northridge, and of course, my house in California was about 2 miles from the Elsinore Fault, and so even little quakes on that you felt. Even a two or three, you felt that when you're that close. I found anything interesting while walking in my new neighborhood. Yeah, I just like looking at the houses. There's some really nice houses around here, and like I said, I love all the trees. It's so peaceful at night. You've never seen snow, huh? Like I said, it snowed here in Waco last winter, a few months ago. Must not have gotten down where you are. Yeah, they have a lot of big earthquakes in Anchorage because that's a subduction fault. You look at the Aleutian Islands, that's that chain of islands that kind of arcs off of Alaska. That happened because that's a subduction zone. That's one plate going under another. And subduction zones have the biggest earthquakes. Yeah, you'll definitely have plenty of snow in South Dakota. And the thing that really sucks about subduction earthquakes too is it isn't like an earthquake that you get in California where the shaking goes on for a couple seconds and it's over. A subduction earthquake, the shaking can go on for 10 minutes. And so because what ends up happening is when the plate starts slipping, it kind of unzips like a zipper. And so what you'll do is if you're like in a distant location away from where the earthquake starts, it'll start shaking just a little, and then over five or more minutes, it'll get stronger and stronger and stronger and more shaking, and then eventually it just then once you get past it, then it slows down again. Like I said, it could take 10 minutes between when it starts and when it ends. Don't want any of that. Yeah, I think I remember the Sierra Madre quake too. Yeah, we're definitely in solar minimum right now in terms of sunspots, and I'm not sure exactly what the correlation is between sunspots and climate on Earth, but there is one. And you're right. Generally, low sunspot activity correlates with cooler weather. Like I said, I don't know if they know the complete you have a complete explanation for that. That it's more they recognize the correlation not necessarily that there's a that that there's anything between it. It just there seems to be a correlation, which implies that there is. The Ring of Fire, yeah, that's what they call it. Because yeah, it goes up the coast of California. It's the San Andreas Fault going through the middle of California, and then it kind of goes offshore around San Francisco, and stays offshore as it goes up around Alaska, and then it turns into that subduction fault of the Aleutians, and it goes down around Japan, and Japan has a big subduction fault, and it goes all the way around. So yeah, that's that Ring of Fire that everyone's talking about. You get the earthquakes here there. You get the earthquakes, or you get the aftershocks in Canada. Interesting. I end up repeating, answering the same questions multiple times because people are in and out of here the whole time. So don't worry about that black dot. Yeah, we've talked about that. My mom is still planning on moving up to the Folsom area to be with my sister. I don't know when that's going to happen, but she's just tired of being locked in that place. Aren't tectonic earthquakes when two plates collide directly? Well, it depends. There's three kinds of tectonic plates. Well, no, there's one kind of tectonic plate, but there's three kinds of faults. And you have convergent plate boundaries, divergent plate boundaries, and transform boundaries. And a divergent plate boundary is when the plates are moving apart from each other. And a good example of that is the mid-oceanic ridge in the middle of the Atlantic Ocean. That's what's pushing North America and Europe apart and South America and Africa apart, is that they were once at one point together and have been moving apart a couple of inches a year for millions of years. And that's, basically that's a lot of what's driving the earthquakes is what's going on there. Then you have the convergent plate boundaries, and that's when two plates are colliding with each other. And one of two things happen when that happens. If the plate boundary is in the ocean, then usually one of the plates subducts under the other. And that's when you get the most dangerous earthquakes, because what ends up happening is the plate on top ends up warping like this as the plate underneath goes under. And then when the pressure gets to a certain point, it snaps up. And that's when you get those big, massive, powerful earthquakes and get into the nines and, you know, go for 5 or 10 minutes in length and all that fun stuff. And then the third one is a transform boundary, and that's where the plates just rub against each other. And that's what San Andreas is in California. Yeah, you're right. You're right, Angela. Sorry, I got off track there. I said there were two things that happen with convergent plate boundaries. Either if it's at the ocean, one goes under the other. If it's in the ocean, the two kind of mash together and they push up big, giant mountain peaks. And if you look at like the Himalayas in in Europe, in southern Europe, that's probably more like you know Western Asia, Middle East. That's the Mount Everest is a result of because India is colliding with Europe. Because India, if you actually look at the maps, India used to be down connected to Africa, and it broke away, and it's been moving north, and it collided with Europe, and that's what pushed up all the Himalayas. And you're right, it's the subduction faults in the ocean that create tsunamis. Because you think about that, you have one plate going under another in the ocean. when that plate jumps up, all the water on top of that gets pushed up, and that's what causes tsunamis. Let's see here. We're talking about earthquakes. Am I missing anything here? Don't want to start anything. You lived your whole life in California, and we don't have that many large earthquakes. It depends on where in California you are. Yeah, they have some big earthquakes in Mexico City too, because that's San Andreas too. San Andreas, that's the same fault. Yeah, I took a couple of college geology classes. I really enjoyed those. You live in Sacramento, but mostly you live in San Francisco. Well, Loma Prieta was in San Francisco. That was the one that interrupted the World Series that one year. And that was a pretty massive quake. Oh yeah, I'd love to visit a volcano. The closest I've ever been to an active volcano was when I was on the Big Island of Hawaii, and we walked out over the lava flows. Now that was before Kilauea really started erupting a few years ago. But even then, the ground was warm when you walked on it, and there were actually open fissures where you could see lava tubes. So that was kind of fun. And yeah, I would love to visit a volcano. That'd be a great thing to vlog. Pouring rain in South Louisiana, huh? And it's dry as a bone here. Let's see what's going on here. Oops, wrong button. Oh yeah, there's like scattered showers out there. Yeah, the tsunami in the Indian Ocean. That was Sumatra, right? In Indonesia. That one that happened like on Christmas Day or something like that. Sacramento is a reasonable distance away from the San Andreas Fault. Now, there are different faults out there, um, that are smaller that can produce a little excitement. They do get earthquakes in Sacramento, but yeah, I remember the San Francisco earthquake. Well, I mean, I don't remember it personally. I wasn't alive then, but we definitely studied it. Alaska, I think, was bigger in '64 because once again, Alaska, that's subduction. So, I think I heard in that case the shaking continued for like 7 minutes or something like that. You've been in Sacramento for 12 years and no earthquakes so far. Well, no earthquakes that you felt. There's earthquakes in Sacramento all the time. Yeah, see, because Sacramento is a long ways away from San Francisco. It's in the middle of the state, so the further you are away, the less shaking there's going to be. But there are still faults out there, so you got to be careful. Don't assume just because it hasn't happened yet. It's like what they say with investment brokers: past performance isn't an indication of future performance. Yeah, Cascadian subduction. Juan de Fuca, I think, is also up in that area, and that's subduction also. Fortunately, those are all relatively small subduction faults, so they're only going to get so big. When you get up around Alaska, the Aleutian Islands, down around Japan, um, that's a whole different thing because those faults go on for miles and miles and miles. Have I chosen the color for the bathroom yet? No, I'm still soliciting suggestions, so it's not too late. I know I said I was going to make a decision in a week. Um, I got going on the hallway, and that kind of delayed things. But we're still doing that, so it's still not too late. If you still want to submit paint chips, you can still do that. Send them to escapingthemouse@gmail.com. Make sure when you include the photo that you can clearly read the numbers and the name of the color, because I've received a couple of them where I'm probably not going to be able to consider them because I can't read the numbers. And if I can't read the number, I'm not going to be able to find the paint chip. So, but it's not too late. I'm gonna One of the things I want to do today is go out and try and find some more paint chips. When I went a couple weeks ago, I found all the ones I could, but sometimes they don't always have the paint chips, so gotta look again, see if I can find them. Sometimes they're just out of a particular paint chip, or maybe I wasn't looking in the right place or looking for the wrong number, stuff like that. So yeah, 9.2 in Alaska. Yeah, you're right. Oh yeah, they're still waiting on the big one in Southern California because they're supposedly get a big massive earthquake about every 100 years there, and it's been 150 years, so they're overdue. Yeah, I guess I've heard that Waco is on a fault line, but you're right. I mean, I've been watching Texas for a few years from an earthquake standpoint, and you know you don't see them on this end of the state. Yeah, we didn't fly over the volcano. We literally just walked out onto the flow, but that was a lot of fun. How am I going to figure out the color for the bathroom? Well, like I said, I'm soliciting suggestions from my viewers. What I'm going to do, so I can kind of keep my thumb on the wheel a little bit and not have someone pick some crazy color, is what I'm going to do is once I've collected all of the paint chips that I'm going to get, what I'm going to do is I'm going to pick probably like my five favorite, and then what we'll do is we'll put them up on we'll do a video on that, and we're going to do a poll, and you guys will pick the one that goes. So we'll figure out what happens here. I'll pick the colors I want. I'll do a video holding the paint chips up to the different parts in the bathroom, let you see them all, and then there'll be a poll, and you guys will pick the color, and that's the color we'll use. I really hope we get to the point where we're past all this mask wearing nonsense. I don't like doing that. I have to do it for work. I'm doing it because they're paying the bills, so they get to make the decision. But as soon as I get out of that place, um, I want to. I can't throw that mask away fast enough. No, we don't need earthquakes in Texas. You're right. Have I ever listened to Jeff Dunham? Yeah, we were talking a little about Jeff Dunham last week. Yeah, he's pretty funny. My favorite one of his puppets is Ahmed the Dead Terrorist. Although Peanut's pretty funny too, and Walter. I saw I saw on my Facebook profile a week or two ago. They had face masks that had Walter's mouth on it, and so you wear it and it's Walter with his scowl, the whole time. That's funny. Yeah, I think I heard that Jeff Dunham went to Baylor. That's kind of cool. Well, when they talk about the big one in California, they're talking about a big one on the San Andreas Fault. Uh, the Northridge quake, Whittier Narrows, those neither of those were on the San Andreas Fault. And in fact, that one that happened a year ago you know in California that I vlogged, I actually vlogged that one. Um, that one that wasn't on the San Andreas Fault either. That was on the Garlock Fault. And I still watch that one too. It's kind of I like I still watch that one because there's still aftershocks every day on that one. I mean, every hour, there's three or four aftershocks. So that thing is still rumbling. You think Willie Nelson went to Baylor? Well, maybe. I don't know. It seems to me when Jordan was here that he would have, if there was a Baylor connection with Willie Nelson, that he would have done that. But who knows? Maybe he did, and maybe he didn't. Who knows? I mean, he lived close enough to do it because he lives in what is it, Wink, Texas? No, that was something else. But he lives in a town, about 20 or 30 miles from here. So it's possible he went to Baylor. Yeah, I haven't watched more recent Jeff Denham videos. The only thing rumbling right now is your tummy. Well, that's easy to fix. Of course, then you have to do it again, and otherwise there'll be aftershocks. When's the next cooking vlog? I don't know. We'll do one at some point. Who knows? I got Jeff Kidd's videos running back there. Looks like he's doing a cooking vlog. Yeah, I wouldn't be able to tell you what the last earthquake I experienced was. It must have been, it would have been a pretty small one probably. Because, California, especially where I lived, was, crisscrossed with all sorts of little faults and then some big and massive faults. Like eating at any restaurants, not lately. When we were on full shutdown, I was eating out a little bit more just to kind of support some of the local restaurants. But a lot of that is opened up now. So, steak for dinner. That sounds good. Actually, I might do some more fish. That was really good. and I bought some fresh rosemary, so I want to use that before that goes bad. Yeah, yeah, I'm out of the apartment. I think maybe that's something I mentioned in the video that goes live tonight. I went over there, I think, on the last day, um, last weekend for me, and cleaned up everything, got all the cleaning supplies out of there, turned in my keys, and I'm done. I'm not going back to that place ever again. Texas Roadhouse is good. I've been there a couple times. Okay, there we go. Kathy has just confirmed that Willie did go to Baylor for 2 years before he dropped out of for his music. So there we go. Another Baylor connection here. Seems like everybody went to Baylor. It is a nice campus. I've been on there a couple times. Yeah, what's going on here? Oh, that was Beth. Shoot a family photo that of her, her sister, her brother-in-law, and her parents took at some event that they were at, and there were a whole bunch of people in the background. And she sent it to me the other day and said, "Hey, can you edit out the people and Photoshop out the people?" And I spent a little time on that last night and turned that into her. I guess she really likes it. Yeah, I love rosemary on fish. What I do is I do like a 50-50 mix of lemon juice, olive oil, and then add some garlic and rosemary, and just kind of I literally put it in the food processor with a chopper bit, and it basically just purees the whole thing. It's really good. You have a hard time imagining Willie at Baylor? Yeah, I guess I sort of do too, but then again, I kind of picture Willie as what he looks like now, with a long ponytail and the beard and all that. This was a long time ago. Thanks, Kathy. Appreciate that. Yeah, I mean, it isn't really that hard to do. It just takes time, and you got to do it right. And if you just follow the instructions, the key to doing it when you're rolling it is just big long strokes and overlap. Every time and go back and forth over the same area 2 or 3 times, and you do that, and it just turns out good. You don't end up with the drips. You don't end up with any of the mess. And of course all the preparation, that's important too. The time I spent putting stuff on the floor, taking the switch plates off, that's so easy to do. And as you saw from the video, they didn't do that. It's just, I'm sorry, that's not how it's done. Yeah, I like the big tri-tip tenderloins at Costco too, because I get a few meals out of those are awesome. Yeah, I'm looking forward to seeing my hallway finish too. Like I said, the painting is complete. Everything's put back together. I do think I'm going to paint the crown molding and baseboards and trim around the doors, just because I think it'll add a little pop to it. And I'm actually thinking of doing like a dark navy blue. You guys never saw it, but on my house in California, I had a really kind of a dark navy blue on the ceiling and then a bright kind of yellow. And I had this like figure 8 pattern on the ceiling. and the figure eight was in yellow, and then the background was blue. And I really like that blue color. And I don't remember what the exact color is, but like with the cat room, what I can do is go look at paint chips and come up with something that's close. And I think a dark blue along the crown molding will really make that pop. Finding happiness, and yeah, I actually do wish I maybe had left California earlier. You know, they always used to give me a lot of crap at work because I was saying it's like I got to get out of here, I got to get out of this job, and say, yeah, you're never going to do that. If I'd done that, 4 or 5 years ago, I can't imagine where I'd be right now. I'd be so much better off. But you know what? Things have worked out great, and I'm really happy with it, and I have really no regrets about what's happened here. You know, everything's kind of fallen into place. I got a great job that I love doing. I got a great house and I'm enjoying fixing up. It's just all coming together right now. Now you want salmon, huh? Well, do they sell organic meat at Costco? Yeah, I believe they do. You believe that there's a medium blue color behind me that would be nice. I don't know if you're talking about that. I think that's just the lighting. That's kind of a. I think that's what is that? That's like a green color almost. So that's it isn't the blue is I think more like the blue on the Texas flag here, but it was darker than that I think. You're in the mood for ice cream? Yeah, that sounds good. Have you ever been to LBJ home or family cemetery? No, the only thing I've ever done LBJ wise was when Jordan was here. We went to the LBJ Presidential Museum or Presidential Library. Jordan is really into the presidential libraries, so he's visited a whole bunch of them. Thanks, Kathy. Yeah, things have just really turned out well. Everything really worked out according to plan too. Because I when I came here, I was saying, okay, well here's the master plan. I'm going to move to Texas. I'm going to live in an apartment for a while, and then once I get a job, I'm going to find a house. And here we are over the window behind me. You're talking like here or more over here. Chocolate chip cookie dough, huh? Yeah, yeah. This isn't really blue. It's kind of a green, almost a mint green color. I think it's just what it is you're seeing because there's no lights on in the kitchen back there. The only light you're seeing is through the windows, and so I think that maybe in the combination of that it's on camera um, makes it look kind of blue. Because I'm looking at it on the screen too, and you're right, that does look a little blue, but it's actually a mint green color. What's my favorite ice cream? I like Rocky Road. I've always been a Rocky Road fan. Behind me over my left shoulder. So here, huh? Yeah, I think that's just the sunlight and the way that's shining on it, and maybe the way the camera on the computer is responding to it. Speaking of a job, you had a job interview on Friday. Hope it will goes well. I getting a different model car when my lease is up? I don't know at this point what I'm going to do, but that's like 2.5 years away. So I got a long time to think about that. Maybe, I think I might not lease next time just because what I want to do, I've been thinking about should I get a pickup truck just so I can, haul stuff around? And it's like, well, pickup trucks just don't really get that good gas mileage. Unless you get a little one, then you get a little one, you can't haul that much stuff around. So I've been thinking I'll probably just stick with a regular car, and but buy it this time so I can put like a trailer hitch on it. Because if I get like just a flat trailer, then I could haul stuff around with that, and I could disconnect it when I don't need it. And I think that would be a better way. I sometimes think that my house is too big for one person. No, I actually worry maybe that I didn't get a big enough one. Hi, Aaron. I'm glad you made it to the, we're able to get into a live stream here. Yeah, I'm doing good. The cats are doing good. They were out here a little while ago, chomping on the kitty treats, but I'm sure they're back in their room, taking a nap now, sleeping it off, sleeping off their kitty treat coma. Yeah, state jobs are good ones to get. You very rarely get fired from or laid off from a state job. Yeah, I've done a lot of interviews in the last year, so but the advice you're getting is, like I said, just be yourself. You know, I think a lot of times, the first couple ones I went in, I dressed in a suit and tie, and I think in the end I was overdressed for that, and I think that may have affected the decision making process. The last two interviews I did, which was the one at HEB and the one I actually got, I just dressed in what they call business casual, and that worked out better. Yeah, a lot's changed since then, Mark. Yeah, we were commenting on that a little bit earlier. I go back and watch my videos now from those days, and I cringe. I was so uncomfortable with the camera in those days. It just comes a little bit more natural talking to the camera now. It's just one of those things I think you got to get used to. It bugged me to hear my own voice. Now it doesn't so much anymore. Yeah, I've been doing earlier live streams these past few weeks because I want to get in. Get once I get done with this, and I'm going to start working on the vlog. And so if I get this done early, then I can go work on the vlog for the rest of the day. And before when I was in the apartment, I'd do the live streams later in the day. And what I'd do is I'd go out and do a restaurant review vlog, and then I'd go out and then I'd go do the live stream. But now that I got actual stuff to do here, I don't want to work up a sweat and get out and do all that, and then come on and do a live stream and be all sweaty or anything like that. Have any advice for someone getting ready to sell their house? Bring the realtor in ahead of time. Let them see what they're getting, because they'll give you suggestions. One of the things that I did wrong with mine was I painted my house before I talked to the realtor, and then the realtor came in and said, "I hate that color. You got to paint it again." I ended up painting it the second time. So definitely get the realtor in there, get their feedback on it, and listen to them. Make sure you have a good realtor too. I had good realtors on both ends. Um, Richard was fantastic here in Texas, and Corrine was fantastic in California. In fact, Corrine was somebody that was recommended to me from a friend at Disney, and I'm very, very happy with that recommendation. And when the time came to get a realtor here in Texas, I actually went to her and she picked out this guy. She went to a couple of people that she thought would be good, and she talked to them, and she didn't like them, and then actually ended up talking to this guy and really liked this guy, and she did right by me. She did fantastic. So both of my realtor experiences, and I mean, you know, in terms of buying the house, it simplified things so much by paying cash. I know most people can't do that, but that was such a, I think, I spent, 20 minutes signing paperwork total for the whole time. And I mean, I remember what I did when I sold the house in California. It was way more complicated than that. And even then, that was a cash sale too, as the person that bought it. But there were so many delays too, because the person that bought the house was actually selling other property in order to get the cash to pay for the house. And there were some delays on that end of things, which delayed our stuff. Now, fortunately, it was taking a long time for me to get everything ready to go anyway. So I appreciated the extra time, and that was fine. But yeah, I can't recommend Richard Major enough. He was fantastic. Yeah, you made it home just in time, Jeff. Yeah, we're gonna wrap up here pretty quick, but you still got your videos running in the background. That's Jeff Kidd right there. There was Jeff Kidd. Now it's his barbecue all smoked up. How's the memorial service going along? It's coming along really good. I have not shot my part, but we've come up with a plan. On the order of things that we're going to do. It's going to be a full service. The pastor's going to be on board. What he'll do is he'll go into the sanctuary and record his stuff. And contribute that to send that to me. I know they already know how to do that because they've been doing their own church services online. So they've already got the equipment. They'll be able to send me high def video. I already have videos from my mom's brother and one of my dad's friends, who's Beth's father, John, who's already sent me a video. So all I got to do is do mine and then collect all the rest of the videos and put it all together. So it's coming along good. Hopefully, we'll get something going in the next couple of weeks. I'm not going to put it on this channel, but what I'll do is I'll tell you where you can find it. So if you want to go watch it, you can. What's the subscriber numbers up to, Angela? You up now? Even more? Let's see if I can. See if I can figure this out on my own here. Now I can watch myself live. Apparently, I'm live streaming right now. Who knew, huh? It's Elvis week on Jeff Kidd's videos. So yeah, go watch Jeff Kidd's videos. Cooking with the Kid. Actually, I am still going to cut the shelf off on this. I just haven't done that yet. Got to go water your garden. Yeah, I've been doing that too. You recall I was messing around with the sprinkler system a week or two ago. It still isn't working right. For some reason, I can manually start the sprinklers, but the timer doesn't work. So I got to go look at that again, figure out what's going on. Lately, what I've been doing is just once a day when I get in the car to go to work, is I just turn the sprinkler on, do it manually. So we're getting watered again, but I got to figure out why the timer isn't working. Yeah, it looks like everyone's kind of wrapping up here too. So I think I'll wrap this one up. We've been going for a couple of hours. I got a new video that's going to go up tonight. It'll be the next step of doing the hallway over here. Basically, you're gonna see me put all this stuff up, and I'll talk about some of the posters and how some of my favorites and stuff like that. We'll go with that. I still got to do another video today, and that's going to probably be putting the rest of the posters up because I still got a whole bunch of them that need to go here and this whole wall here. You know, and it's hard to get my finger in that angle there. This kind of inside wall here, that needs to be done. There's nothing on those walls yet. So we're going to do that. And I'm going to start working on that now. So thanks everyone for watching, and I'll catch you next time. See you, everyone.